Odell Beckham Jr. introduced as a Baltimore Raven. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Man, even the Ravens, even Eric DeCosta admitted they were an underdog in the race for his services. But as Albert Breer pointed out, you remember that buy it now button that you had on the old eBay to bypass the bidding process? Yeah. Well, they certainly hit the buy it now button. $18 million contract, 15 of it guaranteed, $3 million of it filled with apparently very reachable incentives. And then there's the whole question of why would he do this other than the money? Don't forget, just place the money aside. If he's not a mercenary, straight up, why would he go to a place where receivers don't have 1,000-yard seasons, where they've not had a Pro Bowl receiver drafted? They're the only franchise to not draft a Pro Bowl wide receiver, the Baltimore Ravens. Why would you go there? Now, they do have a new offensive coordinator in Todd Monken. And, of course, the question is who's going to be the quarterback? Is it going to be Lamar or not? And the obvious question for Odell, did you receive any assurances that from Lamar that he'd be showing up if you signed in Baltimore?
Before you signed, you didn't get any assurances from Lamar that you guys would be playing together this year?
I didn't get any assurances for anything. You know, life's uncertain. I think that, you know, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day. You know, we only know what's happened in the past. So to me, it just was excited about the possibility of that. You know, my thoughts would be that he would be here. I know that, you know, these two want him to be here. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's going to be up to them.
Was that DR? DeRozan in the back there? Didn't throw him off. Just joking. Trying to weave the story of the day in. Look, I told everybody when he signed, I said it. And I meant it. That part of the reason why this signing's so crucial for Baltimore is it gives another voice to the message they have been trying to say to Lamar for weeks now. Come back. Come in. Let's deal with it. Or we'll figure it out. And that voice that's been telling him about it was the owner, we assume, coach, general manager. Now it's Odell giving voice to that. A different voice in the room and one that Lamar might listen to more, despite the business deal he's trying to arrange. And sure enough, that actually happened for real during the press conference.
I mean, if you look at the other situations I was going into, everything was uncertain, you know, and like I say, life's uncertain. Obviously, I would assume that it's going to work out. You know, I have that faith and that hope. And Lamar, I know if you're watching, you know, I would love to get to work with you. I'll talk to these guys over here, and you know, hopefully that gets done. You know, I think when you think about the Ravens, you definitely think about Lamar, and I know that that's something. You know, I was excited about that possibility, and life's not certain. You know, just to keep it short.
He addressed Lamar. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
It's worth every penny. Especially since he's like, I'll talk to them too. And Lamar knows he's got his best interest in mind. So add him to Meek Mill to the list of people that are trying to, you know, operate on his behalf. I'm serious. I know that sounds like I'm just being facetious, but that's valuable.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So Eric DeCosta was asked, how you know, have you spoken to Lamar since the trade request? That Lamar let everyone know existed the minute Harbaugh's butt hit the seat at the owners' meeting to talk to the media. This is what DeCosta had to say.
Well, I have not talked to Lamar since the signing. There's been interaction along the way. You know, Lamar is in our plans. We love Lamar. Our feelings about Lamar have not changed one bit since the end of the season. We're hopeful still that we'll get a long-term deal done. He's the right player for this team to lead us to where we want to be. I think the locker room knows that. The organization knows that. I think the fan base knows that. So it's ongoing. But I can't think of a situation where we wouldn't think that our best team is with Lamar Jackson on the team in September.
And they've been consistent about that. So, like I said, signing Odell, it gives the fan base the message. We get it. We know you watched last year, even when Lamar was healthy, and then it got even worse when he went out. Wide receivers catching touchdowns was like a comet in the sky. It just didn't happen. It was rare to see. And fans are like, what are we doing? When are we going to get somebody who we know? And Patriots fans, you went through that a lot, even with Brady there. Like, it's a lot of, hello, my name is name tags that fans had to learn who these guys were and trust the process, and Rashae Caldwell of the world, and then Randy Moss, boom.
Hey.
All of a sudden, Brady's throwing 50 touchdown passes in a season. I mean, and that's not an exaggeration. That's the number.
Literally happened.
He hit. So Ravens fans feel that they're heard, and now you got a guy not named Bisciotti, DaCosta, or Harbaugh telling Lamar, come on. I got your best interest in mind. Come on. And his name's Odell Beckham. And the rest of the wide receiver group in the NFL who might be like, I'm not going to Baltimore. Oh, wait, who went there? Yeah. Check those boxes. And I understand contract's expensive. He hasn't played. He also said that his knee was shot when he came to Los Angeles. So I guess it was like a ticking bomb that went off, unfortunately for him, in the Super Bowl. But at least it went off when it did, because he was already in the Super Bowl and was on road to being the MVP of that damn thing before it gave way. So I know there's lots of questions about it, and then contractually it's something that, boy, the front office has lost their minds to do it, but it's more than just a contract signing. And you heard it today. He addressed Lamar through the camera. If DaCosta or Harbaugh had done that, it'd be like, I don't know. It was Odell who did it. Got it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.